You have countries where every Saturday the people go out and they wash their sidewalks in front of their stores or their houses. They scrub their sidewalks.
So yesterday, Donald Trump formally announced the military occupation of Washington, D.C., the nation's capital, my hometown right now, the place I live. Absolutely unnecessary. It is safe. It is safe. It is unequivocally safe in Washington, D.C. What I want to talk about in this particular effort here, though, is, look, we know Donald Trump to be not very smart, but some days are worse than others. Some days you just got to ask yourself, was there a fucking gas leak in the White House press briefing room? Because yesterday, Donald Trump, in several moments of this nearly hour-long nonsense press conference, several moments, Donald Trump just found himself just spouting free association nonsense into a room that was packed to the gills with journalists. Let me give you a flavor for what I'm talking about, and then we're going to get into his fascination with charts, this new thing that he's doing. But first, witness the glory of a muddled, degraded, demented octogenarian Donald Trump talking about medians on the highways and pivoting to the way we're going to not have crime apparently in Washington, D.C. is to get out and physically scrub our sidewalks clean. Somebody explain it to me. Again, is it a gas leak? Watch this.
And you want them to come through so beautifully. You ride down those roads, everything should be perfect. You shouldn't have medians falling down into the roadway. Median, you know, the metal things that are always, somebody had a great lobbyist, because I've never seen them look good. I've been looking at those things with the little, right? They're always broken and bad, but here they're really bad. And we're going to either put new or fix it, and it's not expensive. It's not really expensive. And we're going to fix our roads a little bit. We're going to clean up our sidewalks. You have countries where every Saturday the people go out and they wash their sidewalks in front of their stores or their houses. They scrub their sidewalks. So we aren't quite at that level yet, I don't think. Gaddy, we're not quite there yet, but maybe we will. They go out and they scrub. I think it's so beautiful to hear that and to see those stories. But we're going to make it clean. But just to finish with your question.
Even his sycophants behind him seem confused at what he's getting at. He's acting as though crime is so terrible in the nation's capital, a city, again, I live in. I go out at night go to dinner in the city. Rarely do I leave Washington, D.C. I'm not a Northern Virginia or a Maryland fella. This is where I eat. This is where I live. This is where I spend my time and my money. Washington, D.C. So apparently I need to get out and scrub the sidewalk in front of my home every day, and that's going to bring down crime. Or medians with, you know, the medians with you go down in the thing. Even bootlicking Pete Hegseth had a hard time following it. The latest thing that really is concerning is Donald Trump's new fascination with numbers and charts and graphs, as though this imbues upon him credibility because there's numbers involved. He did the same thing that he did the other day in the Oval Office when he went and got a chart, except he holds it up. He doesn't reference anything about it. He doesn't say anything about it. There's no comment. He just holds it up and goes, yes?
Nobody thought a thing like that was possible. And, you know, when you say take a look at numbers, I just saw some charts. These are different cities throughout the world. Red is, okay, the red is a place called Washington, D.C. Look at these.
Hang on. I got my own chart. Can everybody see that? Here's my chart. Here's my chart. You see how it goes here? All the presidents down the line, and then, oh, we got a Trump presidency. The number, clearly the problematic number, went clear down again when Biden was in office, and then now all the way back up for Donald Trump's second term. Yes?
Okay.
And this is a weird new fascination because just the other day, I talked about it last week in the Oval Office when they're trying to justify the firing. I believe it was last week. Maybe it was there. No, it was last week. Even though there is no justification for Donald Trump having fired the commissioner of the Bureau of Labor Statistics, and he just wanted to put his new Heritage Foundation person in there. Remember, Donald Trump doesn't know anything about Project 2025. He disavowed it, although he's putting everybody who had anything to do with Project 2025 in the highest positions of authority and influence in our government. But just the other day in the Oval Office, he rummaged around on his desk and grabbed a chart and did the same thing where he doesn't comment, he doesn't explain, there's no further elucidation about what the point is he's trying to make. He just holds up the chart.
Under Trump than Biden, by a wide margin. That's the story.
I think when you look at them, they're all something, but this one chart really says it better than anything. If you look at this is great, but this chart is pretty amazing right here. All new numbers. Okay, so we're going to go now over to East Room and we're going to celebrate some very brave people with the Purple Hearts. Yeah, please.
Okay, I guess that's it. It's not yes, it's okay. Look, obviously we are no longer on the precipice of authoritarianism. We're not there anymore. We're here. Donald Trump is deploying the United States military onto the streets of Washington, D.C. And as I will get to in later efforts here, in later videos, it's just the beginning. He has said this. He has threatened this against New York City, against Chicago, against Oakland, against San Francisco, against Los Angeles. This would mean we are in a war zone on our streets. I have a pretty high-tech, high-speed, low-drag security system in my home. And let me tell you, it's not for my neighbors that I have that security system. It's for the death threats. It's for the threats of rape and murder that come against myself and my wife on a far too regular basis from Trump supporters. That's why I protect myself and my family's safety with that security system. It's not because of rogue criminals, bands of youths. It's not for thugs. It's not for carjackers and robbers and murderers. That's not what it's about. It's me to protect myself from the acolytes, from the sycophants, from the bootlickers, from the cult members who follow Donald Trump. Anyway, it's nice to be lectured about crime from a convicted felon and credibly accused rapist of children and adjudicated sexual assaulters of women. It's just nice to be lectured. What do you think? I invite you to this conversation. You can comment below. You can also call the voicemail line, 714-576-4054. And of course, as always, you can email me daily at dollemore.com. I love and appreciate you very much. Thanks for your engagement and your concern for the country. I'll see you next time. Be genuine. Take care of one another.